Welcome back, Algebra 2. We're in lesson 101. We're going to talk about percent markup today. So when a business owner purchases something from a factory or from an outlet or from whatever it is that they have to purchase it from in order to sell it, standard operation procedure is to add a markup. So for instance, let's say someone spent 40 bucks on a product and then they added a $10 markup to it. The selling price would be $50. So the cost plus the markup is going to equal the selling price. Now you can express these as percentages of one another in a variety of different ways. Let's express this as a percent of the selling price. So the markup is 10, the selling price is 50. We know that 10 over 50 is equal to 20 over 100 because we can just multiply both of these by 2. And this is the format of a percent fraction. 20 out of 100 is the same thing as 20%. But we need to express this as a rate for the sake of multiplication purposes. So we would put this into a decimal format of 0.2. And this will allow us to multiply a lot easier than this will. So that's how we express that. We say that the percent markup of the selling price is $10 or 20%. So let's jump into some practice problems to see how to work these types. So here's our first practice problem. The selling price was $48. If the markup was 20% of the purchase price, what was the purchase price? What was the markup? So first we're going to write out our formula. We know selling price is equal to the purchase price plus the rate times the purchase price. So our selling price was $48. And that's going to equal whatever the purchase price was. We don't know what that is yet. And we know the rate is 20%. So we're going to put 2.2 times the purchase price is our markup. So now we can just add these together. We have 448 is equal to 1.2 times the purchase price. Now we can divide both sides by 1.2. And we find that 40 is the purchase price. So that tells us that the selling price of $48, sorry, let me write this out. The selling price of $48 is equal to the purchase price of $40 plus 20%. And when we do the math of 0.2 times 8, I'm sorry, 0.2 times 40, we get 40 is equal to 40 plus 8. And that tells us what the cost, messed up again. That tells us what the cost was, or the purchase price was, and what the rate price was, and what the selling price was. All right, let's do another one. All right, in this problem, we see the purchase price of the item was $1,800. If the markup was 40% of the selling price, what was the selling price? So we say the selling price is equal to the purchase price, $1,800, plus 40% of the selling price, so 0.4 times the selling price. So let's subtract 0.4 from each side. We get that 0.6. I don't know why I wrote 0.66. 0.6 of the selling price was equal to $1,800. So now we can do some division here. We divide both sides by 0.6, and we find that the selling price was equal to $3,000. Okay. All right, let's try another one. All right, again, we're going to write our formula just for reference. The selling price is equal to the purchase price plus whatever the markup is. And the markup can be either related to the purchase price or related to the selling price. Okay, so in this instance, the sports car retailed for $10,368. What was the purchase price if the car had been marked up 8%? So we don't know what the purchase price was. So we're going to put in the selling price of $10,368. That's the number we have reference to. Our markup is 8%. So plus a 0.08% markup of the selling price. I'm sorry, of the purchase price. So we are going to add these together. 1.08 is the purchase price. Divide both sides by 1.08. And our answer is $9,600 is the original purchase price of the sports car. All right. The markup itself was a difference of $768. And we get the markup value by subtracting 9,600 from 10,368. All right, that's all we have for lesson 101. I just realized I wrote 100. Lesson 101. We will see you in lesson 102.